Alright, we should now be live. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's live stream, where I have something special in store for you. I got some cool fractals working, and finally got lights working. Which, to be honest, it wasn't that difficult, I just need to remember how it was done. And this, yeah, I'm quite a fan. Oh, and I forgot to save. I'm quite a fan of this fractal I found just with playing around with the controls. And yeah, let me go and show how this one is done. So this is the node setup, where here we have the actual fractal using the Raymarch setup that I had before, and then the light, which is just a duplicate of that with the position being the hit position. And there's a little bit of magic in there, which makes the lighting look good and not freak out, but we'll get to that in a bit. And then here is the Raymarching setup, which you can see it's a little, just a slight bit more complicated than it was before, because I'm taking the distance into account, which you can see right there. And then the sign distance field is a little bit simpler than it was before, even though I added in a kind of a clamp right here, which you don't really need that. But in this case, because I didn't want there to be more fractals above and below, I just put the clamp in there. And then yeah, this is the actual fractal. 20 steps seems to be good, but I could lower that. Again, when you lower it, you get some trippy stuff happening because it goes into infinity, and Raymarching does not like infinity. It likes it when things are closer to the camera, which is very nice. And then we can, you know, play with all the settings and have a ton of fun with that. But let's go and fly around this cool little world. Look at this. This is amazing. So here we can zoom in. Actually, I'm worried that my computer will start lagging if I have the screen too big, so I'll just put this right here. I'll make it bigger, but not entirely full screen. You know, save on the pixels. Yeah, as we can see here, I can just go and fly around the scene. If we go up, we can see that there are huge versions of the fractals, and they go on into basically infinity. And then we can go down and just see everything else. Actually, when we zoom out, we can see the float point precision errors start to arise, which that's not great. So let's go back to where everything's small. Now I should mention, the fly sensitivity is way too high when you go up and down the kind of levels. But yeah, look at this. It almost looks like there's subsurface scattering, which is due to a little hack that I put into the setup. So we will take a look at that. Like, look at that, so many circles, the details. And it just goes up and up and up. It is amazing. So, what causes the lighting to work? So, yeah, let's take a look at the actual parts of the setup. Ignore that up there, that's to try to get the normals, but for some reason, the shader part keeps turning pink, which I think... Here, let me go and showcase this. If I go and try to add to here, set it to be like 0.1, we can see... Oh! Wait, why is it working now? Okay. Well, there was a point where this turned pink, and I was not sure why. Okay, so I ran into a little bug, but I must have changed something where that's not a thing anymore. Okay, that's good. Maybe I'll try that later. Okay, so for the lighting, what we do is we get the position of the world. In this case, well, it's a little difficult to see because we're so close, but this is the actual world space positions of everything in the world. That becomes our new starting point for our rays, the ray position. And then the direction is where our light is. Well, in this case, or the position is there, and then the direction is, in this case, 1 point that we subtract from and then normalize that. So in this case, the lighting is pointing towards a certain position, as we can see there. If I just have one direction right here, we can see that it's more like a sunlight, and that works out pretty well. And yeah. But there is a little bit of a problem with just regular lighting. If I turn off both of these, we can see that it looks more like Fresnel rather than actual lighting. You can see some shadows, but it's not great. This is because the shadow rays keep hitting the object before they can go anywhere. They're in the same position as the surface. So I was like, oh dang, I have to offset the position by the normal of the fractal, and getting the fractals all broken. Because of that pink error. Well, we'll see if we encounter that again. Then I was like, since it's a signed distance field, what if I just offset the distance? So it's just like, okay, let's go and add this much to the distance, and then boom, we can see that the lighting looks a lot better and not broken. And actually, we can also see, whoops, the sensitivity on the fly mode. We're getting some, like, a kind of subsurface scattering-ish looks right there, which is very cool. And inside of here, we can see that this kind of distance input is offsetting the SDF right there, which is quite good. Again, with the way the Raymarching works is we take the position, and then in this case, oh, should I add that instead? Because I just take the end, that should be fine. It'll be fine. And then after that, I square root the shadow distance just so that it looks a bit better, which is nice. Actually, if I set it to a power of 2, it makes it a lot harsher, which looks rather ugly. So yeah, that's that. And maybe... I forget how to get the position data for an empty into here. Because this geometry position is just a location. Oh, I forgot to mention that. This entire world is happening inside of a very small cube that is at the camera's position. So if we go here, camera, where are you? Did I accidentally turn over? No, okay. I keep hiding the collection because the hotkey for the fly mode is Shift tilde, where Shift 1 is right next to that, and I keep clicking it. But there's a very, very tiny cube where the camera is, just so that we have something in front of the plane. I wanted it to be close to, well, I didn't want it to make it the world shader, so I just placed a cube and called it a day. Not exactly the best idea, but it is what it is. I could put this into the world shader, but it seems a little unnecessary. If I scale this up, we can see that, actually, yeah, I have a plane over here. There we go. Here we can see that there's a plane where, you know, everything in the scene is. So it doesn't have to be a cube, it can just be an object, but it will do this Boolean type thing. And I wanted to get in really, really close to the parts of the fractal. So yeah, there we go. We can see the world. And I think it needs a little more, there we go, a little bit more data for the float point precision stuff. There we go. I should also mention, if you did not read the title, this is using the NPR branch of shader nodes, which is why we can have the repeat zone, which if I did not have the repeat zone, I would not be doing this. Some people have already been asking for this to go up on Gumroad, and I really don't want to do it with the node group version because it's just a gigantic pain without the repeat zones. So we'll wait until repeat zones are a thing. But in the meantime, you know, the nodes aren't that complicated. It's just the copying that's a pain in the rear. Okay, what else? Yeah, let's just go and fly around. Because it's so cool to see parts of the fractal. Because inside here, we can see, ooh, the subsurface scattering is really taking off. Before, I tried using white noise in order to make the shadows do this instead of offsetting the distance in the sign distance field. And it also gave this subsurface scattering effect, but again, it was rather noisy. So instead of having a noisy result, we can get it for free just by offsetting the shadow stuff. It works quite well. Okay, let's take a look at this part here, and I want to play around with the fractal once more. I guess I could go and pull the SDF node group out of there, and that may be a bit better. So I can just go in one level instead of two. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the SDF. Okay, there we go. It was just being a little bit weird. So here we can do that. Ooh, that is looking pretty cool. Biblically accurate angel right there. Fascinating. Okay, I have not unlocked all of the secrets of this fractal setup. It does feel like it's lagging a little bit. And I'm only using, I think, 50 Raymarch steps, which I think I would have to use way more for this to work. Let's see. That is fascinating. And also, I could use, like yesterday, I could use the position as the color, which I could do simply by using a scale node. I will read the chat in a quick second. Sorry, everyone, for not doing that. I keep forgetting. Well, that's cool, seeing the lighting data, but that's not exactly what I want. I wanted the actual position. Oh, here we go. Okay. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Maybe the other part looks... that doesn't look all too great. Okay. Let's just use the regular checker texture. Actually, yeah, let's keep the scale in here because that, you know, you need to actually scale it so that we get the color data. Oh, color data. There we go. That looks amazing. Wow. Look at that. Okay. So let's go back into the SDF. Let me go and back out here so that we can see the entire area. Let's go and... Okay. It's like what we had before, but we're whoa. What do we have here? I got something similar to this earlier. That's cool. I like that. Not quite as... Ah, and here we can see the pattern of the fractal and how it works. Oh, wait, there's more detail. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at that. It's infinite. It's fascinating. I just need to slow down the fly mode. Sorry if I keep going in and out of that. There's more spheres underneath that, but the subsurface scattering is making it so that we can't see it. Oh, this is a liminal space. Wow. Maybe I should try ray tracing. The setup. But I forgot how. Look at this. The shadows. Whoa. Okay, let me read the chat. I played around with Repeat Zone and it's so convenient, hopefully it gets merged. Yes, if it does not get merged, I will be extremely sad, because it feels extremely necessary for shading nodes to be, to catch up with geonodes, in terms of, like, what it can do. Details! I could hear my computer's fan revving up. EV Next is still... I haven't tried this setup again because Repeat Zones and all that in EV Legacy. But I assume that's a little bit faster in EV Legacy still, because EV Next... Well, no, we're not using actual shadows, so maybe... Maybe it's faster in this version. Whoa. Fascinating. I'm very happy that we don't need the normals, because that is quite expensive to do. Wow. Shading. Works so well. Look at that. All these alien environments. Again, like with yesterday, building a universe inside of geonodes. That is... I think this one may be my favorite. Just rings inside rings inside rings inside rings. What else can we do with that? If we do that, then we get a kind of space look. Okay, that's looking much more like a biblically accurate angel. Let's take a look. Maybe I should... This is probably a lot easier to do in Unity. Or, I mean, faster to do in Unity. It's easier to do in Blender just because, you know, zones, all that. I like nodes, they're so fast to experiment. But yeah, this fractal, I haven't really seen, like, I haven't seen anyone make this fractal. Like, I assume every single fractal under the sun has been made already. Like, I've seen people play around with fractals like these, but not specifically with these kinds of settings. So it's quite interesting. So we have that, and that can go like that. So that's the kind of limit there. Let me turn off the clamp. So now we can go and let's set that to 1. So we have that. I'm sensing a difference. Kind of. Ah. Where's the light? Wait, light, but yeah. Set this to be like that and then just make it a bit bigger. Okay, this may be the danger zone. YouTube compression, it will not like this, so let's go back to sanity. Or maybe not sanity, but just something somewhat regular. Ooh, this is looking kind of... Oh, we're back in parkour civilization, I see. Yeah, I think I'll turn off the clamp again. Not the biggest fan. I think that messes with the sunlight, which is why I put it in the first place. There we go. So here is the shading back. Looks like the shading's having issues. So let me go out of here. And let's make it a sunlight again. There we go, there we go. Still screwing up. I think we'll set you to be 0, and then we'll make you a little bit bigger. There we go. That will affect the detail, but it'll make it so that the shadows will be accurate, and then the surface will be a little bit higher than that. The details, my goodness. Sorry if I keep geeking out about that, but look. The only part where it gets to be not good enough is when we get very, very close. And I'm assuming maybe I can... I do have the distance. So maybe I can make the distance offset by just a little bit depending on... Oh yeah, no. Since I have that pass and then the distance pass, which we can barely see, let me just go and zoom in. There we go. Since we have this distance pass, we can make it so that the distance gives that offset. So that, yeah, that may be a good idea. So let's set that to 0. Then we divide that and then put it in there. This may be a horrible idea. Is it 1? I want it to be as narrow as humanly possible. I want it so that it'll be like screen space, subsurface scattering, but that's looking like it's getting more caustic the closer we get, which is not exactly what I desire. So, wait, yeah, we need to do it. Bottom. Maybe a lot more. Maybe a lot more. Or, wait, does that need to be a negative? No. 0, 0, 0, 1. What am I missing? When it was down there, it worked okay, but looked like it got more subsurfacey. Closer we got. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should not worry about it. Let's just stick with the version that has the least amount of nodes. And I'm not sure why that kind of glitching is happening. I'm assuming it's either because of the box in front of the camera or something like it. You can see the internal structure with the subsurface scattering, which is cool. And if we go just inside there, yeah, well, that's fine. So let's turn on the point light once more, and now let's go and find the point light. Where's the point light? Where did I put that? Where's 0, 0? Okay, 0, 0 is right over here. Then the light should be in the center, or no, just a little bit offset from that fractal. But if we do this, you can see here that the light is there, and now we're lifting it up. Okay. Dang, I really should have it where an empty is. That would make things a bit easier. And also, currently, the light does not get, or actually, I do have the distance. So if I use a map range, maybe I can... No, that's a horrible idea. I forgot how to make point lights properly, their attenuation and all that. But look at that. Again, so many details. So many details. That, and then we can go up there. Let's bring it back down. Let's see. Repeat zones and shaders. Cool. Anything else added in this branch? Yes, the whole NPR side, which I have unfortunately been ignoring because the repeat zones are just too convenient to not, you know, make fractals with. What else? That sphere looks tasty. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Let me turn on the sunlight again. Something just doesn't feel right about it. Something doesn't feel right. Yeah, let's go and edit the assigned distance field. That's there. Okay. Now we'll be able to see all the details. It's still glitching out quite a bit. That's sad. So now we can see that this is like, I don't know what this would be. Let's see. Maybe like moon rocks, or no. It looks kind of like the moon. At least a little bit. Okay, what else? We could do that. I want to avoid the classic, like, you know, tons of holes in there because it makes the Raymarching a bit harder to deal with. And there we can make those parts bigger, which means I need to extend these parts up and down. Again, okay, no parkour civilization happening, so that's good. Let's see. Dang. If I wanted to give myself a little bit more pain, I would go and give an individual color to every single one of these parts, which I could do. Random color per, per snapped part of the fractal. I feel like that's somewhat unnecessary. Let's go and make this... No, that's not great. In terms of normals, I did... You know, I did try the classic, you know, just get the distance and then plug it into there. Which, as we can see, that does work. But it's only X and Y, no Z. So, yeah. I would need to do it the correct way in order to get that. But, yeah. It is what it is. And here, oh yeah, you cannot see that with YouTube compression. Basically, with this, we see the normal, so we see every single detail possible, no matter how far away. Entire world full of this. I forget what kind of plant does this. It's like... I was going to say broccoli, but no, broccoli... Maybe it's in the broccoli family? Let's make this even bigger, and let's try to... wait, can I get out of this? Okay, it almost merged. Oh, there we go. Almost merged everything. Oh, this is glitching out big time. Okay, where's 0, 0? I want to get that back. Okay, so there we have that. Let's get the point light back in action. Okay. Seeing the light. spots out there. So if I bring the light up... Nope. Not quite working as intended. I'm just going to be playing around with this for quite a while, so if you're enjoying that, stick around. If not, then, you know, this may be rather boring. Let's go up by a bit. Nope, I wanted to get the light and not that part. I'm trying to find out. It's hard to tell where the light actually is. Like, it feels like it's right around where the center of the screen is. Not quite. And also, it feels like these parts... Oh, right, yeah. These parts are paper thin and semi-transparent. That happens. Okay. Look at that. I'll be saying that a lot, but I do mean it. So there, when it's like that, it's all solid. And then there, we want to set that to negative. Now the shadows should be accurate. And the light, or... now the fractal should have a solid surface instead of an infinitely thin one. And the shadows should be accurate in regards to that. Set that to be 0, and then bring that up. Actually, is this... I forgot if I accidentally inverted this. I mean, that feels a little bit better. Or is it? Oh, wait. No. This is making it so that the light is basically the entire sphere instead of coming out from one singular point. I think. Which is really cool. It gives a very nice overcast effect. I should really take YouTube compression into account because this is probably really, really bad. Romaine cabbage. It could be that, yeah. It's been a while since I've had romaine cabbage. I'm not sure if I've ever had it. I've had romaine lettuce before, if that counts. Let's go there, and then... Interesting. Whoa, okay. If I want to kill my computer, I would turn up the resolution. Or not, you know what I mean. Turn up the... Oh, we were at 25, not even 50. Okay, let's go and adjust all this accordingly. Let's, make this easier to deal with. Okay, how did I do that before? Because I am, yeah, the shadows are very, very broken at this time. So let's go and re-add... Make it a sunlight. There we go, that's a bit better. Low point precision errors galore. It's all good. 0001. There we go. Now we're getting subsurface scattering galore. Which isn't bad. Maybe it is bad. So that to be like that, I'll be completely black. So let me go and do this. Then that. And then maybe, you know, a little bit there, just so that we can get parts to actually shadow. Yeah, it's okay, but not great. Actually, let's try the noise-based subsurface scattering, because I have not showcased that. Mentioned it, but didn't show it. So here we can white noise, and then use a subtract so that it offsets in the positive and negative directions. Let's set that to be 0.5. 0.5, come on, buddy. Then we can scale and then add it into the position, and this will make it so that the shadows read their position as kind of inside and outside the surface depending on that random value. Again, all, you know, the light rays think they hit somewhat inside and somewhat outside of the surface. Normally, you would use the normal to make this a bit better, but oh well. Let's set that to be... Well, we are getting... You can see the noise, but you can see that the subsurface scattering is a little bit more accurate. I'm not even sure if this is real subsurface scattering, but it feels like it. Like that feels somewhat correct. There we go. And then if I were to use the point light in this situation, again, the point light has absolutely no distance fall off, which is a horrible oversight. Let's, dang it. Or wait, I have the world position. If I just take the position there and then subtract that from there, do I get the distance from the... Or do I need the original position to do that? Let's go and take a look. What kind of data? Oh. It looks like the lighting data. Not what I want. Okay, and then let's go and divide by that, or maybe even less. Okay, we're getting a distance from somewhere. But where? Or no, wait, we want the distance from the light. Oh, what am I talking about? Okay. Okay, is that where the light is? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. And it's moving along with me. No, that should not occur. Oh, that's because the geo position. Okay, so I just need this to match there. Now, actually, let's use a combine XYZ so that the values match. There we go. Now, there is a very good chance I'm still doing this very, very wrong. That looks accurate. Yeah, that looks accurate to me. So now with this... Oh, this is getting messy again. Dang it. Multiply. So let's get the light distance and do that. What's going on, buddy? Okay, so now... The lights are moving when I move. Oh wait, is it supposed to be that position? Oh, that's what... Okay. Yep, that explains why all that was freaking out. Okay. I was taking the kind of camera position instead of the geometry position to make all that work. Now we can see that the light is working beautifully and looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's go and simplify this again. Okay, that's why we do this kind of stuff. Then we get the distance between... Well, I could just get the length. Probably would be better. Subtract. Yeah, less nodes. Or, no, same amount of nodes, but less pathways. There we go. So normalize. I might try the sun again, but for now, we're testing. We have that. Let's go and do the fake subsurface scattering, and there we go. Nice. I knew it wasn't that. Okay. I was just on the wrong base. Wrong input. Okay. So now, if we just want to have a different light direction, there we go. That's what I had wrong. There we go. Now the lights are looking extremely crisp. Let's take a look at you again. They're looking a little too crisp. So let's soften them up. Oh, yeah, no, they are looking... Are they looking accurate? Oh, yeah, right. Because I forgot to do that. That's there, and then we can see that. Decent. Okay. Now, point light, let's bring you over to here. Look at that. Now, every single additional light that we add makes this a lot more expensive because we have to recalculate the fractal again. Oh, sorry if I was very quiet. I was speaking away from the mic. Testing. 3, testing. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully my voice is a lot better now. Again, this is an experimental thing. We can color this light. If I go and change this to AGX, or I personally still like filmic, we can change the light color just by, you know, scaling it with a... Let's use an RGB node so that I can actually make this look correct. There we go. So that's like that, and then we can just increase brightness. Actually, does it look like the... Actually, better yet. Ah, there's the pink. That's the error I was having a while ago. I'm still a bit unsure why that happens. Are we just at the node limit? Because the only way I can think of us hitting the node limit is with these zones. But if we take the position here, yeah, no. That's weird, isn't it? That's fine. I go and mute you. At what point does it fix itself? Doesn't like a scale into a scale. So again, colors can be just like this. Oh wow. But we're not getting any specular stuff because, once again, we do not have... I didn't put in the normal because that would be a little bit annoying to do so. Let's go and bring this down. A nice gray... it's alright. What else can I do with this? I may restart the scene from my original file because I liked that one. See, oh, we have a nice little planet right here. Very difficult to see with what's up there. There we go. Here we are. That's cool. Let me go and turn down the steps again because it's feeling a little bit lethargic. There we go. You get a nice little halo around it all. I still need to remember / figure out how to get the nice glowy mist around it, because here it's kind of happening by accident, but I want it to be there because it's supposed to. Oh wait, I forgot some stuff. We can do some trippy stuff here. So let's go and try out some trippy stuff. There we go. Okay. So one thing I haven't really played around with yet is the ability to warp or dither entire objects to different positions and different kind of evolutions. So with this we can switch between different fractals by moving that, but that's a singular value. And we could do so much more. So let's use a white noise texture. We'll put you into the input right there. 3-dimensional should be fine. And we'll use a map range. And we'll map from 4 to 4. So we have that, but now let's have some fun. There we go. There we go. So now we have... It's mixing between different phases of the fractal, leading to a volumetric result, or motion blur, I guess you can say. Yeah, because we're blurring motion. Okay, let's switch this to something else. Let's have some fun. Ooh, yeah, no, that is quite cool. Look at that. You can see the patterns moving. It's actually less noisy than I thought it would be. Just like that. Which that, okay. I'm glad the point light actually worked. Let's set this to 8. Then... Oh, that's interesting. Well, I think maybe the least interesting one so far. But stuff is happening. So let's go and put you back over to here. Interesting. Fascinating. There. Ooh, whoa. What do we have here? Okay. Whoa. Oh yeah, my computer's revving up. My computer's revving up. Actually, what? Oh no, wait, the repeat zones do not work in cycles. So unfortunately, we can't even try to see how this works in cycles. So, yeah. Even though Eevee should be faster. I don't know. Okay. That is a fascinating shape. Fascinating. Okay, let me just zoom out a little bit. What else could we do in the dithering department? So I could go and add here so that the fractal... Okay. Interesting seeing how that works. Wow, okay, whoa. That's an interesting shape. Okay, the universe just disappeared, as you do. I do that sometimes. Okay, yeah, no. What else could we do? We're currently wrapping, but absoluting will do basically nothing, but let's try it. Yeah, no, absoluting does nothing, yep. That makes sense. We can do that, but then also do something like that. No, unnecessary. What else can we do? I can try to dither the divide part here, which, to be honest, I forgot. Yeah, I'm forgetting what specifically this part does besides just make the spheres bigger or smaller. Actually, no, that is all it does. That looks like... Okay, that's somewhat interesting. Here, let me make it a little bit bigger for you all. Okay. I don't think I've found / made anything like this before. Anything quite like this. And also, because we're doing this, we can straight up export color data from there in order to get a... Yeah, no, we could get that data out of there. Do I add to every single part? Let's see how this looks. Again, I'll have to redo quite a bit of this. But we can use this as a color ramp to color stuff. Please don't... Ah, dang it! Dang it. I was worried that would happen. It's just getting overwhelmed. Too much data, I assume. Dang, I am saddened by this news. Okay, let's Control Z until it works again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, let's, Yeah, it seems like it was just too much data for it to handle. Too much data. Or the repeat zone was invalid. Could that be it? But everything I did, the repeat zone should have been valid. Okay, let's go and add to one of the, some of the axes based on, let's add vector math. Add based on this. We'll just take a white noise and then use a vector math multiply. Sorry that this is getting so messy. But it is what it is. We're having fun. So here we can do that. That, yeah, no. I mean, it looks cool, but not cool enough. Then that's just like that. Then that. Set that to be 0. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're really getting that subsurface look again. Or, yeah, I guess, yeah. Except it's all in the vertical. And that happens, okay. What else can we do? What other fun can we do? Let's go and add to here. Get that to be like that. As we can see, yeah, it's doing stuff. Subtract 0.5 so that it offsets it in both directions. And yeah, with that just dilutes the result. It doesn't make it look fascinating. Even though that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, it's like motion blur. Feels like I'm looking at something on a molecular level. What else should be done? I should try more fractals, but this is like the one I know, because it's fairly simple. Like you just take, you wrap the distance and then you scale it based on distance from the center and yada yada. And this is the length squared, so let's just try the regular length. Unsquared, and see what happens. I feel like this will be really... Show me the secrets. Something is about to occur. Subtract. I will read the chat momentarily. I'm reminding myself of that. So do this, we can say, oh wait. Just about had something. The pattern emerging. -9. I've seen this pattern before, yep. Getting something there. A very horrifically warped version. Let's do that, and then... now would be a good time to say that this may, you know... may be a cause of epileptic seizures, so please do not watch if you suffer from that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and we're back to here. Okay. We're so slightly disappointed in that. But we could try other gradients, even though, you know, I do like this fractal, but I'm disappointed that we're kind of locked into this one. So we can separate that. And then try this. Dang it. We were supposed to connect it there. Wow, we're so locked in. Okay, we're traveling to another world, but it's not great. Oh, wait, do we need an absolute... Yeah, okay. Oh, and I wanted to do that. It's trying to reveal something. We'll go back to the regular stuff if this keeps... not giving us what we want. It's here, this just... Oh, wait a second. Let's use a power node and then set it to 0.5. We're just testing stuff out now. I was hoping we would get something a little bit better. I could use a max, but we've done that before. Just max all of these together. Smooth max. Probably won't do anything novel. Let's go and do this. That to be something like there. That to be the power of 2. Okay, then. We're getting some... Whoa, okay. I thought that wouldn't do anything. Why is it doing this? Set that to be 0. We're getting something different now. What I want to figure out is why. Why are we getting the basis for, like, a microchip civilization? Okay, let's use the cheaper power, which is just multiply it by itself. Now... Fire City. Still feels like the lighting is being affected, but maybe that's just by the distance. Okay, so now we're getting a ton of squares. Let's go and pull on this thread and see where it goes. We do not need you as an output, so let's go and eliminate that. Interesting. What are we looking at here? 4, 4. Whoa. We're close to something great, but it's acting up just a little. Alrighty then. It's a cool result, but I feel like there can be more. So let's go and take off the training gloves and see what this can do. We'll set all of you to be 8. Now we have an actual cube. It feels like the distance is not working. Oh wait, no, I know why. The distance is not being properly accounted for. Because this is a square. Yeah. Because it's a square. I think I should go back to the clamped version because I am, oddly enough, I'm getting like a little bit of claustrophobia from having stuff on top, infinitely on top and below. Look at these patterns. They're actually 3D, albeit squashed. Interesting. Let's try to get something that looks like a microchip board. Like, that's looking a little bit, well... Why is it so squashed? Is that simply because of the... You know, things being squares and all that? That, and then that separates into that. We do that, then that turns into that, but then we do that. Maybe I need to divide. That makes the distance from there. What am I missing? I do that. Nothing. I feel like I need to adjust the W based off of this. But because I am not well versed in this, I'm just going to play around and see what happens. Let's see. Nope, of course not. If that's 0, then we get that. If it's anything other than that, it freaks out. Why? Maybe because it's done a billion times? Or wait. No. Invalid link. Let's go and fix that real quick. So if that's 0, that happens, but if it's tilted by just the tiniest amount, it's just like, oh, nope, never mind. Or wait, of course when it was, no, I thought it was a multiply, not a divide. So if we do that, make that an add instead. Bring this back down. Well, it's not helping. Alright, let's ignore that for the time being. I think it's time to... Oh, we're almost at an hour already. I did not think I would go for this long. Okay, let's go back to what we know works, and let's wrap up the stream. And clean up everything so that we have something very nice and... Oh, there we go. Look at that, we're back. Let's go and... make something cooler with this. There we go, we're back to the kind of broccoli dimension. But I want it to be somewhat the broccoli dimension. Not the, yeah, something a bit less intense than this. This one is a little bit more intense than that. There we go, we're back to the moon rock dimension. Okay, the light's working as intended, all that's working as intended. I could still try to subtract distance to see what happens. Ooh. Alright. Interesting. Then if we do that, then classic stuff happens. Okay. Again, fewest amount of nodes so that we can see this. Let's try adjusting. Oh wait, why do I have the subtractor again? Ooh. Interesting. Oh yeah, we don't really need that. Okay. So length divided by W, yeah, well, that seems to be good. This part, we don't really need a touch besides taking out that one. There we go. And that's like that, which we're still getting the pink. Okay, let's go and just reduce the amount of nodes until all we have left is the point light and everything else. Oh wait, am I supposed to square the light? Or are we good? We're probably fine. Looks relatively natural to me. Okay. And then we can, you know, turn up the subsurface scattering right there. I still wonder if this is like how it's recommended to do it with Raymarching, but if it works, it works. I mean, looks cool. Alright, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this little journey into the math dimension. Actually, you know what? Let's make it so that this doesn't end by going into here and then changing the x and y's to be 1000 and also 1000 on the negative. There we go. So now these parts will go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Well, let's go back to the light source. Go. It's still glitching out, which I'm assuming that's just because the surfaces there are so incredibly thin that it can't really register it. Let's go right over here, go there, take a look at that, and then add in, again, some subsurface scattering. Square root, doing that. That makes it look, yeah, that just makes it look better. Set it to be 0.2, nah, maybe 0.5. Then we can see some of the shadowing over there, but over here's just fine. There we go, all the nice details. And maybe a little bit. That looks the best. We still get some soft shadows, but, you know, it's all good. Feels like we do still need some colors, which I can use a color ramp based off of the distance to color everything, assuming that it doesn't turn pink. It did not turn pink. Nice. So we can do that and then do this. We're past an hour. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get the light distance, so we can do this. Yes, we can also... How does this work? Intriguing. A little bit deep fried. I forget, does this get the distance from the light or distance from the shadow? Maybe I'm assuming shadow distance. Let's see. Or no, it's giving us the kind of accuracy rating, is it? The thin parts, or the thick parts get that, or because the inaccuracy parts over there start highlighting first before everything else. So what happens if we compare? Wait, is this how we get? I wanted a greater than, not a floor. Ah, there's a shadow mask. Subtract, maybe? Or wait, how is this supposed to be done? We're comparing the distance mask from... No, that's the shadow mask. So what changes if I do that? Nothing major. Okay, let's ignore that. So that's our shadow mask. That gives the accurate distance. Okay, let's just use that distance. There we go. So the closer we are to the light source, the more that will happen. Now let's pick some cool colors. Interesting. The greens are looking quite nice. Oh, I could try bounced lighting. That might be a horrible idea, but it is possible. All I need to do is go and take the oh no, we need the normal for that. Never mind. Let's avoid using having the normal. Or actually, since that part is offset, could try it. I'll do that off stream. But there we go. Color based off the distance to the light. So let's go and make this a nice color. Ooh. Orange, the reds are looking cool into the blues. I could just color it based off of the, like, you know, distance from the camera. Which, you know, doesn't look as great. Intriguing. Like, I am liking the white with the highlight part here. I can still, oh wait, Filmic is enabled. I forgot. Look at that. Nice and glowy, nice and crisp. I could turn on very high contrast. Let's do a little bit of that and then just extend rain. Oh, 0 is the distance from the surface. Wait, what? Sure, that goes down. Huh. I'll need to look into that. But one thing I know is that I'll need to... Okay, no, there we go. That's the distance from the light. Okay. I'll read the chat again, because I've been forgetting. Other data do I have access to that I can use? Like, we have that data, but it's kind of iffy. We have that data, which is looking very nice. We have that data, which is just the position, and then we have that. So I could go and then use a noise texture, but I fear it'll go and turn pink. Let's go and do this. Does it turn... Oh no, it actually works. Okay. I could go and color it like that, which, you know, looks okay, but not great. Then we can see the sky just freaks out because the position data is all fluffled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're nearing... We're basically at the end of the stream now. The light distance, which we can go and crank all the way up, or bring it down. And still move the light, which, oh, that looks pretty interesting. Move it down, move it up. There, move it there. And we can warp the space if I use a noise texture, but I think that's not exactly needed. Any other data I can export? I have that data, but that's okay. Can we actually export that and it still work? I feel like it'll turn pink. Oh. Fake AO data, I guess. Let's go and take a look. Or no, that's shadow data. That is interesting. Oh, okay, no, yeah, that's just that part. We'll go and reverse that until we're back to something that looks nice. Okay, that'll be all from me for today. I'll have to go and fix up some stuff. But thank you all for watching. This was a very interesting exercise. Let's see, do the greens look nice? I want to end with a very nice hue. The greens look nice, but I think the blues might be better. Yes, there we go. We'll end with the blues. Then we'll move up all nice and close to the side right here so we can see all the nice details. Still don't know why parts just blip out of existence. Or we could go down here. We can see all these little guys. That part right there. So many cool lighting scenarios we could try another time. But yeah, let's get a nice final frame. Here. Go and... Yeah, let's set this back to RGB. There we go. And a little bit higher saturation. Yeah, that's fine. Not great, but fine. Actually, maybe red. Let's just spin the color wheel and see if we land on... Yeah, I think orange is good enough for now. Or maybe let's go and... Sorry, I keep delaying the end of the stream again. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Enough dawdling. Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me do one last chat read before we end. Okay. It looks like coral on the bottom of the ocean. Yes, yes it does. Coral often does have fractal patterns. Let's see. This is so cool. I've just joined and don't know what I'm seeing. The vertex count looks insane. Like it makes my 4090 cry. Well, that's the thing. This has 0 vertices, or requires 0 vertices. This is all just... Well, triangles do use math functions, but in this case, there is no vertices whatsoever. It's just a signed distance field, and it uses Raymarching. Which, since this, Blender's not made for that, it's more difficult to get running and maintaining and doing anything with, which is why, people don't use it. And, well, it's why people usually don't do it in Blender. And also Raymarching, you can't, it feels more like a gimmick because it's very expensive to do. People don't use it in games and stuff like that, but it is very, gimmick in the way of render engines aren't built around it, but it is good in very specific scenarios like volumes and fractals and stuff like that. So it is useful just in limited scenarios. Okay. When do you stream? Whenever I feel like it, which has been very spotty lately just because work and stuff like that. But just whenever I feel like it, I do a stream, and then I keep the VOD up if it's good enough. This one will be kept up. But yeah. Sir, you're doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, that'll be all for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.